back with the final round of today's edition of Campus Smarts with Becky and Ryan. They are at a deadlock 6-6, trying to battle it out for that Sonic gift card here. We have 4 more questions for you guys. And if for some reason there is a tie at the end of the round, like the last 2 rounds, then we have some extra bonus questions. And whoever answers the question correctly and whoever is the first one to answer correctly will win the game. All right, let's head on into round number 3. Let's figure out how we're going to play this round today. It's a little bit different than the first 2. Let's watch this video.
Round 3. Round 3 of Campus Smarts begins when the host reads off the question and the live contestants have their shot at answering. Once their answer has been given, they will pick one of the 3 video contestants and stick with that single contestant throughout the remainder of the round. For each question, the live contestant may choose whether their video contestant will be correct or incorrect. For every matching set of answers, the live contestant will gain a point.
Correctly or incorrectly. All right, so you have 1 lifeline for this round, and you're going to guess whether they got it correctly or incorrectly to get your bonus points. All right, are you guys ready to start this final round of Campus Smarts? All right, let's get right into it with question number 9. Who were the explorers President Jefferson chose to explore the Louisiana Purchase? Was it A, DeSoto and Cartier, B, Lewis and Clark, C, Crockett and Bowie, or D, Austin and Decatur?
Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark?
B.
Think so too? You're both correct, so therefore we are still tied 7-7. All right, here's your opportunity to have 1 lifeline for the rest of the round.
Okay.
Becky, out of Nick, Chris, and Michelle, who do you want to stick with today?
I'll say Chris.
Chris?
Michelle.
All right. Michelle? All right. So, Ryan, do you think Michelle answered this one correctly or incorrectly?
I'm going to say correctly.
Correctly? What do you
Correctly.
think? Correctly? All right, let's see what they have to say.
Okay, number 9. Who were the explorers President Jefferson chose to explore the Louisiana Purchase? Was it A, DeSoto and Cartier, B, Lewis and Clark, C, Crockett and Bowie, or D, Austin and Decatur?
B.
B, Lewis and Clark. Number 9. Who were the explorers President Jefferson chose to explore the Louisiana Purchase? Was it A, DeSoto and Carter, B, Lewis and Clark, C, Crockett and Bowie, or D, Austin and Decatur?
That'll be Lewis and Clark.
So they both answered correctly there. You both thought they'd answered correctly, so you both are awarded a point, and we are still tied here in this final round of Campus Smarts. I don't think I've ever seen it like this, so you both are doing very well today. All right, question number 10. How far was the first flight made by the Wright brothers? Was it A, about 120 feet, B, about 3 miles, C, about half a mile, or D, about 5,000 yards?
A.
A? You think it's 120 feet? What about you, Becky?
I'll go with A2.
A? All right, you both are correct there. It's 9-9. Good grief. I don't think we're ever going to break this tie today. All right, so you have Michelle on this final round. Do you think she got this one correctly or incorrectly?
I'm going to say incorrectly.
Incorrect? And what do you think?
Sorry, Michelle.
Chris, what do you think?
I'll say correct.
Correct? Incorrectly for Michelle and correct for Chris. Let's see what they had to say on this question.
Number 10. How far was the first flight made by the Wright brothers? Was it A, about 120 feet, B, about 3 miles, C, about half a mile, or D, about 5,000 yards?
A.
A is your final answer. Thank you. Number 10. How far was the first flight made by the Wright brothers? Was it A, about 120 feet, B, about 3 miles, C, about half a mile, or D, about 5,000 yards?
About 120 feet.
Okay, so your final answer is A, about 120 feet.
So Chris got that one correctly there. You are awarded a point. It's now 10-9. Becky has the lead with only 2 questions remaining. All right, guys. It's a close one. Going into question number 11. What was the prohibition? This one's a tough one right here. All right. What was the prohibition?
Just say it.
Oh, no
answer
choices?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't where they couldn't drink alcohol?
All right. What do you think?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Yeah.
You want to throw something out there? Down by 1 point.
God, I'm just gonna leave it blank.
You're gonna leave it
I'm
blank?
gonna leave it blank.
All right.
I'm no
well,
good guess.
Becky, you are correct. Alcohol was illegal during this time, so therefore it is 11-9. You're up by 2
I
points.
want to steal your.
And now, your lifelines. Becky, do you think Chris got this one incorrectly or correctly?
I'll say correctly.
Okay. And
Incorrectly.
incorrectly from Michelle? Okay. Let's see what they had to say here.
Number 11. What was prohibition?
It was a ban on alcohol.
Ban on alcohol. Thank you. Number 11. What was the prohibition?
The prohibition was it started before World War I to get rid of alcohol.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, you answered, or you thought that Chris answered correctly, so therefore you are right. You have been awarded another point. It is now 12-9, breaking away here with only one last question to go. Now, let's see the percentage of the students here at A&M Commerce who got this question correctly.
Prohibition was the legalization of consumption of alcohol.
I believe prohibition, I want to say it outlawed the sale of, I want to say alcohol.
Prohibition was the outlaw of alcohol. Like
Prohibition was when they when they made alcohol illegal.
Hey, good. Thank you very much.
it made alcohol illegal.
Where they made alcohol illegal?
So everyone got that question correctly except Ryan. You could have just thrown something out there and maybe it would have
That's
been
embarrassing.
right.
That's
But hey,
embarrassing.
it's all right, man. You're only down by a few points here. Going into question number 12 of this final round. All right. Who did the United States fight during the War of 1812? Was it A, France, B, Italy, C, Mexico, or D, Great Britain?
Mexico.
Think Mexico? What do you think?
A.
A, which is France. You're
Oh.
both actually incorrect.
Is it?
It was Great Britain
Oh.
in the War of 1812. All right. So, no points awarded there. Out of your lifelines, who do you think, or Becky, who do you think, do you think he answered correctly or incorrectly? Chris?
Correctly.
Correctly?
All right. I gotta trust her. Correctly.
Correctly? All right. So, they both think that their lifelines answered correctly here on this question. Let's see what they had to say.
Number 12. Who did the United States fight during the War of 1812? Was it A, France, B, Italy, C, Mexico, or D, Great Britain?
C.
C, Mexico. Number 12. Who did the United States fight during the War of 1812? Was it A, France, B, Italy, C, Mexico, or D, Great Britain?
War of 1812. Pretty sure that would be Mexico.
Mexico.
Wow, so they were both incorrect there. We are frozen at 12-9. Going on to question number 13, we're going to give you all some more questions here since we have the time to do so. All right, question number 13. What city was the Constitution written in? No answer choices here. What city was the Constitution written in?
Philadelphia.
You think Philadelphia? What do you think, Ryan?
Boston.
Boston?
Yeah.
You think Boston? You think Philadelphia?
That's a good guess.
Becky, you're actually
That's a good-
correct
that's a good
there.
guess.
It is Philadelphia. So therefore, you are pulling away here. It's now 13-9. Becky, you think Chris answered correctly or incorrectly here?
Correctly.
Correctly? All right. Ryan, Michelle, what do you think?
Incorrectly.
Incorrectly. Let's see what their lifelines had to say on this question.
Okay, number 13. What city was the Constitution written in?
Philadelphia.
Good job. Number 13. What city was the Constitution written in?
The Constitution was written in Philadelphia.
All right. So he was correct there, and you answered correctly. So therefore, you were awarded another point. It's now 14-9 here on Campus Smarts. And guys, I hate to say it, but that's the last question. Ryan, it was a really good game up until this round.
was.
I don't know, something happened there, but
I choked.
anyways, our winner today is Becky. Becky, you have won this shiny Sonic gift card right here. So you can go get yourself something. I don't know how much it's worth actually, but hey, there you
Thank
go. You have a
you.
Sonic gift card now, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Ryan, thank you for coming on today. We appreciate it. It's been fun. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Campus Smarts. I'm your host, Jordan Owens. We hope you join us next time here on cable channel number 3 for another exciting edition of Campus Smarts.